never know who might be watching. Welcome to the 7-Time Only Show. In my one and only source of news, the textbook The American Pageant fed us wrong facts concerning JFK's election. It said that John F. Kennedy was the youngest president ever. It lied. Theodore Roosevelt was the youngest president.
Make no mistake about that.
It said that he was the youngest president ever, but he was in fact the youngest president ever elected. Please disregard any credibility you thought this show had. First it's something small like this. Next thing you know, Elvis faked his own death and is still alive today. Nation, the Vietnam War had been gradually occurring from 1950 to 1965. Vietnam had split into the North and the South, with the North being the communist part. The U.S., as I am sure you know, were very anti-communist and couldn't just resist the opportunity of stepping in and making sure South Vietnam did not also become communist. In 1961, President Kennedy sent U.S. troops to South Vietnam to help protect against North Vietnam communist guerrilla fighters. Jim?
We must stop communism from spreading. Send in more military advisors.
Right away, Third. You want an Army General or Department of Defense?
What? Are you not even able to comprehend a single thing I'm telling you?
Sorry, Third. I didn't know, Third. I didn't understand.
Send in troops! What else could I have to talk about? We must fight these communist guerrillas.
I thought you said military advisor, Third.
Same thing.
Folks, long after the American people had given up the war in Vietnam as a bad job, President Johnson kept sending in troops, making the annual bill for the war over $300 million. This caused outrage in the hearts of hippies, who protested tirelessly.
Sir, the hippie is here to see you now.
Fine, let him in. Hey man, I'm here to tell you that Nam is just bad. I mean, we need to love each other. We're all brothers and sisters here. I mean, have some peace pipe.
Sir, I don't think you should be having any of that.
Not cool, man. Oh, not cool. This is my top political advisor.
Sir, we can't pull out of the war now. If we do, Russia will take advantage and impregnate southern Vietnam with their communist ways. The other countries will start to doubt us and our promises. Communism will spread, penetrating the innocent democratic countries of the world.
Well, I guess you're right. Maybe all those. I guess you're right. But this hippie's right. The war is costing us a lot of money. Yeah, man. I mean, if we were paying all those tax dollars on Nam, I mean, we could be spending it on weed. Imagine the possibility.
You're going to take a high man's word over your trusted employees?
I guess you're right. Maybe all those drugs have damaged his brain cells. Guards, take him away. No, man. You need to listen to what I have to say. I mean, the possibilities are endless. You still have that piece of pipe?
Are you black? Are you illiterate? Can you not pay the voter registration fees? Do you want this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to vote? President Johnson has made voting reform, so now you can. Just head to the nearest registration office and sign up today. There will be no fees and no literacy test. If you are beaten or otherwise harmed, you can sue with the money you saved from not paying the fee. Sign up and vote today, and have a say in our nation's future.
Nation, Kennedy had a very strong appeal to black voters. He promised to get rid of social discrimination in housing with a stroke of the pen. However, he could not find the right pen for nearly 2 years. He could not find the right pen. That's why it's very important to keep a good pen with you at all times. I know I do. After a wave of sit-ins across the South, a group calling themselves the Freedom Riders rolled in. All they wanted to do was end segregation, but the white folks burned them down. A mob torched one of their buses. Man, I wish I was a part of that mob.
Hey, don't do that!
I feel alive!
Hi y'all, Lyndon B. Johnson here, and I want to tell the American people about the new revolutionary healthcare system that I plan to implement in our amazing country. The American people deserve the best, and that's why I'm determined to give the best with my new Medicare plan for the elderly and the poor.
On another note, Martin Luther King Jr. was all for civil rights. Well, suppose that makes sense, considering he was black. Martin Luther started up many campaigns against discrimination of black folk like him. He made many speeches, the most popular being, "I have a dream." If I remember correctly, I believe it went a little something like this. I have a dream that one day chickens may cross the road without having their motives questioned. Now, I'm not quite sure how that fits in with civil rights, but maybe it was because they were both colored. Speaking of which, I had a dream once. It was when I was in 4th grade, and it was World War III. Everyone in the world in America had to be separated into either the Navy or the Red Cross, and I went to the Navy, and all my friends went to the Red Cross, and I was really lonely. And then for Navy training, we had these big targets on the wall, and we literally just had to like shoot at the target. What are you doing here? I fired you and I got a restraining order against you.
You need to stop rambling and get back to the show.
Folks, President Johnson needed to reform immigration because here in America, the land of the free and the home of the whopper, we like to be stingy and selective about who we let into the country. Let's face it, immigrants are kind of like 4th, 5th graders. They smell weird, there's a lot of them, we don't really want them here. I mean, it's not like we were immigrants ourselves. I, for one, was born an American. In order to keep foreigners out, the Immigration and Nationality Act was established in 1965. This act abolished the national origins quota from 1921. Wait, what?
Bridget, they're letting in more foreigners.
Why are you letting these people into our country? This is America. This is where Americans live. They shouldn't be here.
Oh, come on, man, we gotta get in somehow. Come on, chingas, muchachos cabrones están así de Santa María.
No idea what you're saying. Bye, Taco Bell.
Next.
What? He's blind, man. He's not gonna make it in America.
Excuse me, but I'm an outer blind and you're a racist.
Well, America, I tried. The immigration rates keep at this pace. In 50 years, what are we going to do? Offer them driver's licenses? That's never going to happen. To Johnson's surprise, and none of my own, more than 100,000 families took advantage of the opportunity to live in this great country. Shocker. I'll tell you what I didn't see coming was the change of location from the immigrants were coming from. Rather pouring in from Europe, they came from Latin America and Asia. Wow, I did not see that coming. Too soon? Folks, after the death of JFK, the new president and former vice president, Lyndon Baines Johnson, or LBJ for short, was inaugurated. After taking over as president, LBJ passed many social reform bills, and as an experienced congressman, he could move mountains and checkmate an opponent in one move. His first act as president was to pass the Civil Rights Bill in 1964. This act made it illegal to racially discriminate in private places open to the public, for example, a hospital. But that isn't all LBJ did. He couldn't just stop there. He had to do one worse. In an attempt to stop this bill, the Conservative Party changed the bill to include women. But to their surprise, the bill was still passed. So not only do I have to be in the same theater as a black man, but I also can't treat other humans as my inferiors. No, I'll say whatever I want about people who are obviously inferior to me. No! No!
No?
Apparently, due to the Civil Rights Bill of 1964, I'm not able to make blatant discriminatory comments against other races on my show, and I'm now being sued by some of our black viewers. Unfortunately, a black lawyer took my case, so now I'm in trouble. What do you mean you aren't my lawyer anymore? Why are you doing this? But you're black. Are you even a real lawyer? What do you mean your skin color doesn't matter? What? You're suing me. Why? I'm not being racist. God. Well, my lawyer just quit, and he's going to sue me too, but I'm a Jewish lawyer, so I know he's gonna save me money. Hello? Yes, this is Bridget. No, I'm not a racist. Yes, I have been told that before. You clearly only came to America to count money. You should be deported. You can't sue me. Well, my lawyer's lawyer used to work for History Faux Show, so I don't have to worry about a lawsuit anymore. I mean, he probably didn't even get his high school diploma. Wonder if he even got paid. So today on the 7 Time Only show, we have our new president, LBJ.
Thank you.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
I have to say, it's a pretty tight-looking suit you got on there.
Well,
Trashy looking, yeah.
You know,
Maybe you got it from the wardrobe in History Faux Show.
I'm not familiar with that. I've noticed that it's rather hard to get behind this desk.
Yeah, I broke the other table, so I'm getting that fixed, and this is our replacement table.
Okay.
So, Mr. Johnson, you just won the election against the Republican candidate Goldwater. How do you feel?
Like $1,000,000. Fantastic.
What do you plan to do during your presidency?
I plan to carry out the policies of my predecessor and pass the Civil Rights Act.
Do you believe that black people should have the same rights as white people? Because I know it's been really controversial. I'm facing a couple lawsuits. So what are your thoughts about that?
Of course they should. They should all have equal rights and equal voting rights, everything.
That's wrong. What else do you plan to do?
I plan to implement my Economic Opportunity Act for all Americans.
What does that entail?
It creates the Office of Economic Opportunity, aims to attack the roots of American poverty to better the American people's lives.
What do you plan to do about the war in Vietnam?
I'm also creating a Head Start program to make sure kids are ready for kindergarten.
Oh, seem to be helping out everybody.
Yes, I am. I've also, in fact, I also have my volunteer service program. It's Volunteer Service to America program. Sets up domestic peace corps to help people out.
Well, that sounds great. Your campaign has been referred to as a war on poverty. What is your reaction to that?
I think it sums up how my administration has been functioning so far.
Okay, and you've challenged the American people to build a great society.
I believe if the American people can help build a nation, we can reach this great society.
Well, it sounds like you have a lot of great plans.
Yes, I do.
Well, good luck. Thanks for coming on to the show.
Thank you for having me.
I hope you've enjoyed the latest installment of the X Time Only Show. Please tune in another couple of weeks for the 8 Time Only Show.
Batman, we need to end Bridget.
Right away, sir.
Really good job today, guys. I'm really proud of you. Don't worry about the ratings, okay? You can make it through this. Oh my god!
Hi, Bridget.